Hey friends, it's Timo, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different: digital minimalism. So last year I made a series on Instagram called The Return of Nature, where I used digital 3D art to reimagine cities as if they were taken over by nature. I posted it and it quickly became super viral. I mean, at least for me, it received more than 4 million views and it just exploded my Instagram page from 10,000 followers to 100,000 in 3 weeks, which was insane. What started as a series soon became actual reality because I was approached by brands and different collaborations, and just to name a few, it was shown in Tokyo on the giant LED screens in Shibuya. There were 2 exhibitions in London, one on a giant building and one inside a gallery. Then there was one exhibition in a castle in Milan, and many more. It was just getting out of control. It spread around the world like the virus did. So as a natural consequence of that, my phone, my emails, and basically any way possible how people can contact me exploded as well. There were so many messages every day. It was just unbearable. There was so much clutter and I really had a hard time. I had really little sleep at that time and it was very stressful. I mean, I'm just one person, just one artist. So I needed to find a system that helps me to stay productive, to not become completely crazy with all these requests coming in, and to just stay completely professional when all these requests come in. I tried to figure out how I can apply minimalism to all my digital spaces, especially my phone, and how I can create a space that doesn't remind me of stress or keeps me slow during the day, but actually a digital tool. I mean, that's what a smartphone is supposed to be, right? That actually supports me every day and that just, works for me and doesn't steal my time. So in order to make it easy for you, I decided to break it down into 3 rules that you can apply to your life as well, and hopefully this will give you a jump start for 2021 and make your phone more productive, give you back more time, and just make you overall more happy in the new year. Because I mean, in 2020 we all suffered a lot. It was such a terrible year, to be honest, and why not? Let's try to make 2021 better. So the first rule is decluttering. And if you have heard of minimalism before, decluttering means that you get rid of all your stuff. Or you at least lock it away and you only take what sparks joy, as Marie Kondo likes to say. And that's exactly what we do for the digital space as well. I mean, you can just totally apply the KonMari method to your phone. You just get rid of all the stuff, all the apps that don't spark joy. And I personally, I like to be really extreme here. I just got rid of all my notes, all my messages. Like I deleted all the data, because all the important things like friends, family, you naturally reach out to them, you naturally message them. And by just going radical and just really keeping what sparks joy, you make it a lot easier on yourself and you don't feel bad after using your phone. I mean, I think we all know this feeling. You open your phone just for like a small notification and suddenly just 20 minutes just vanish. They're just sucked into some dark void. And then you feel guilty. You actually have to do something. You have some stuff from work and you need to do the dishes and this and that. And that's something we don't really need for 2021. It just doesn't really make your day better, and time that's gone. It's just gone forever. So let's get rid of all the apps that don't really make you happy. Easy. So as I mentioned before, my approach is quite extreme. I really only want to use my phone as a tool that supports me. So as you can see on my phone, I only kept everything that's crucial for work, and then a few trackers and apps that really make me happy. For example, Spotify is really great for me. I just love music. I listen to it the entire day. I love podcasts whenever I'm driving or when I'm working out outside. I like to listen to something that motivates me. I like to use Notion instead of the normal Notes app because it syncs all across my devices, also across my Windows devices, and it just has a few more functions. But apart from that, everything else is just work related, even Instagram, because that's where I post my art. And there's not much else than that. Just messaging apps and all these Zoom apps. There's so many of them. Zoom and Blue Jeans and Google Hangouts. Yeah, so that's a bit of clutter, but well, companies like to use their different apps. So the second rule is for notifications. Turn off your notifications. I mean, it sounds so simple, but so many people just don't do it. And I see so many people, whenever they sit on the couch and they're already not productive and just wasting away their time watching TV or doing something useless, the phone beeps and they rush there and they check what it is, and then they're like, oh, just an ad. Then they put the phone away and they go back to watching TV. And it's just, I don't know, is that how you want to spend your life? I don't. And when I started this whole digital minimalism thing, I actually tracked how many notifications I get in a day. And oh my god, it was like, during that time, it was like between 100 and 200 notifications just from messages and emails and apps. And someone liked your picture, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So I just turned them all off and boom, I had my time back. Nobody bothered me. You know, it's like, think of it like you're trying to do your task and there's some annoying person behind you just constantly tapping your shoulder. Yeah, if you just lock them out of the house, that's how it feels if you turn off your notifications. And yeah, it's very beneficial to you. Just do it. So in order to turn off your notifications, at least on an iPhone, is actually quite simple. You just go to the settings, there's one button called notifications, and then you can just turn them all off. It's quite simple, especially after you declutter and you only have a few apps left. You just need to do it for these few apps and boom, you're saved. And actually, I recommend you to also turn off notifications for messaging apps and for Instagram, because then you don't get sucked in, but actually you are in charge. So if you want to see if someone is messaging you, or if someone wants to give you some attention, you can freely choose. You don't get sucked in whenever Instagram needs some attention from you. So yeah. And the third rule is about control. Think about the essential function of your smartphone. It's a tool. I mean, it should be a tool. Think of it like back then when Steve Jobs announced the iPod. How did he say? It's 1,000 songs in your pocket. And when the iPhone came, it was a music player and an internet browser and a phone in your pocket. So it was meant to be a tool. But now with all these smart genius marketers and psychologists, it's basically, yeah, a tool that just extracts as much time as possible from you, makes you addictive, just completely messes up your dopamine, and yeah, just keeps you in a loop. And you have to basically battle with an advanced AI for your attention, so some weird companies can make a profit of you. Is it really how you want your life to be? And I mean, if we go back to just distraction and too many notifications, is that how you want to live your day? Don't you want to be more mindful about what you do and actually have a choice? Like, you know, it really matters what we do today, because that will form our past, and also our decisions will form our future. So I personally like to be in control and consciously choose what I like to do with my phone, and I don't want to be the slave of it. So the big topic here, or the big lesson of this rule is, you want to create or manage your phone in such a way that you are its master and you have to be mindful about everything. So how do you do that? For me, as crazy as it looks, I like to keep my home screen completely empty. Completely empty. No camera, no phone, no Spotify on there. I had it in the past, but to be honest, if you have it there, you're more tempted to just play around and then get sucked into this vortex and end up on Instagram and then suddenly watch cat videos on YouTube. Just don't even let it come that far, just keep it completely black. And I mean, the iOS has this great function. If you swipe down, you have a search bar and you can search exactly for what you want. And it will actually suggest to you what you need. So if you want to listen to music, type in Spotify. If you want to write a note, type in Notion. Or if you want to call someone, type in phone. Then you make the decision instead of the phone suggesting random stuff to you and then sucking you into this hole. And apart from that, just keep it very clean. Also take control of your apps, how you consume them. Don't just follow millions of people. Don't just make it easy for these apps to steal your attention. You can mute stories in Instagram. You can unfollow many people. You can unfollow pages of which you know that they will steal a lot of your time and that they will make you addictive. Don't just randomly follow anyone on Spotify. I mean, I followed millions of people and I always just listen to the same stuff. I unfollowed everyone and then I made carefully, titled playlists for each mood. And oh my god, I discover so much more amazing music and it's really fun. Just keep it really clean and it will really open up your perspective and you will see all the amazing things in this world, because you can actually choose and you can align everything according to your likings instead of just being in this same cycle of of past things and clutter. So I hope you liked this little video about digital minimalism. I just thought that in 2021, let's give it a try. Let's make a few videos on YouTube. Maybe it will help some people. My channel is not monetized or anything yet, so my pure motivation is to help you and to share what I learned in the last year or in my life in general. If you like it, please comment down below or give me some ideas or let me know what you would like to hear from me. I'm also planning a lot of things for 2021, like I want to go back to Asia, to Korea, for example. And I also applied minimalism to a lot of other topics, like how I manage my freelance business, how I structured my computer, how I live out of a bag and I can just travel non-stop, basically, maybe after this pandemic. So yeah, if you are curious, just let me know below. I'm gonna read every comment, especially now at the beginning, since this is still the start of this channel. And I'm going to do a lot of mistakes, so I will be very careful about everything you guys say. And I will try to make it better next time. So yeah. And also, if you're interested, you can check out my art on Instagram. My username there is Vacates, and I post a lot of escapism, digital 3D art. And yeah, I would love to see you there. Thank you so much and see you soon.